Hey Libra, Happy New Year. If you are returning to my channel, I want to thank you so very much for doing so. If this is the first time that you've stumbled upon my channel, I want to give you a warm welcome, and I hope that you continue to visit me here and give me some time and attention to give you some guidance. I do want to say that this is a general reading for anyone that has Libra in their sun, moon, or rising signs. And of course, as always, I welcome cross watchers. I think cross watchers are very important because they are wanting to get some more insight on their loved ones and see how to handle them and what they could possibly be going through. So cross watchers are definitely welcome on this channel. And again, this message is general, so it will not resonate with everyone. So pick up what I'm putting down that does and simply leave the rest. Always also remember that time is fluid, so some of these events may have already happened, may happen in the next couple of weeks, few months. That's just the way that time goes in the spiritual world, and I am getting these messages along with other readers. We get our messages through the spiritual realm, so just always know that you might see something that's like, oh, that's not going to happen, that's not manifesting for me. Just know that it could. It possibly could. So keep those things in mind. I am using the Fountain Tarot for majority of your reading, as well as other clarifying decks. I will mention them throughout if you're interested in getting more information or purchasing them. Information links down below to get the information to purchase, all that good stuff. All right, so Libra, let's just talk for a minute, okay? For those of you that did watch the December general reading for Libra, there was a lot of things that y'all have been going through for several months, a lot of us for several years. I also have Libra in my moon, sign, so I'm an Aquarius and I'm a Libra, and I also have Gemini in my rising. So with Aquarius and Libra, we have been going through some ish for a very long time. We've been waiting for things to manifest. And for you particularly, Libra, we did see that you were coming out of that energy. So for those of you that are feeling a little discouraged and not seeing that movement, just know that there's levels to this, and this is what this reading is going to represent today. You are coming out of that energy, but just as much that has come to you in a negative way, it's going to take that much, if not more, to move that energy and recycle it into positive. So just know there are some outside influences that are going to work for you, but there's also work, as we know, that you'll have to put into this. So just right off the bat, I want to let you know, and I wish that I had a better setup with my camera. I did test it out a couple of weeks ago, but it didn't work out the way that I want it to. But the reason why I'm saying this is because there are a lot of repeat cards here. So time and time again throughout this message, I'm seeing decisions that need to be made. I'm seeing anxieties that are there to be overcome and burdened, okay, over and over again. But there is some goodness to this, so I don't want you to be discouraged if you're feeling like you heard the message from last time and it still hasn't manifested. For those of you, I let you know that, this was going to be moving in the next few months forward. And so this right here, what I'm seeing is the first stages that you're going to be going through. So just know we are moving along here. It's just that we have to go through these processes, okay? So I am seeing that because with your overall energy, because you guys have gone within, and we talked about this last time, you did go within, you did start to really look at some of the things that you desired, some of your goals. You did shed a lot of light, and that's what the Hermit does. The Hermit is a very spiritual card. It represents going deep within, really getting some self-awareness and looking at things in a more deeper spiritual sense, and how it will affect you and what you need to do moving forward. So we did have some energy where you were thinking about what all of this means. And I see that here. I see that for some of you, you are still in the hermit mode stage. And for some of you, this is where you were in the recent past. Could have been a couple of weeks, couple of months, okay? So the reason why you were in that hermit mode was because you did have a lot of anxieties, sleepless nights, a lot of worries. We talked about this before. And again, I really wish you could see this, because the hermit holding the lantern here is shedding light, and it is in the direction towards the next couple of cards that I'm going to show you. And this anxiety and the sleepless nights and the nightmares that you had are pointing in the opposite direction, okay, towards some other things. So I just really wish I could capture this, because this story is really coming together with these cards. But all in all, hermit mode, because you're tired of the sleepless nights, you're tired of the anxieties, the worries, okay? So if you're not already in hermit mode, you were in hermit mode because you're just simply tired of this. No one can live in this space as long as you have, Libra. You've been in this space for a very, very long time. So because you go into hermit mode, and because you are totally fed up with feeling so displaced, this does, and we talked about this last time, it ignites something, a new beginning, new passions, new motivation to really get out of this energy. And this is so beautiful, because we saw this last time and we're seeing it again. So a lot of you are really taking the initiative to move past this trapped feeling. But a lot of passionate energy here. This is so strong. This is a burst of soul energy. This is new life. This is standing boldly against these anxieties, these worries, okay? So what I see here is that with the Page of Coins here, of course, you're going to be starting fresh. Anytime you are trying to start something new, we're talking about going into areas that you're not prone to go into. We're talking about not having a lot of knowledge about certain things, but willing to get your hands dirty, willing to learn, willing to move forward. And this is what I am seeing for you. This new energy that is so powerful and is so speaking to your soul, so spiritual, is going to push you into these new territories where before you had a little bit of trepidation. Now you're like, you know what, this needs to happen. I can't go another year like this. For a lot of you, you're like, hell, I can't go another day like this. So with the Page of Coins, this talks about someone that is very curious. You know, you're walking out into the world almost brand new, because when we talk about a page is someone that is young or is stepping out youthfully. You know, when we're younger, we see a lot of times where younger people are willing to step out and take risks, where some of us that are more seasoned, a little bit older, you know, we're like, oh my God, I can't do that because this might happen, this might happen. When you have that youthful mindset, you are so curious that you're willing to take some risks here. You're willing to get your hands dirty. You're willing to see what the outcome is, because you're more focused on the positive aspects of what could be out there for me that could serve me well. And this is very, very exciting. So a lot of you are so curious to see what is to come. And with clarification here, with my Centennial Rider and Weight deck, this lets me know, again, searching for the truth with the Hierophant. So you're searching for not only the inner truth, which is internal, but you're searching for external possibilities. And that is what is really going to get you to the next level, Libra. You, of course, are showing up in your own reading, okay? So the foundation of this, why are we here? Why are we watching this reading right now? Why are we feeling the need to walk away from this old energy and passionately walk into this new energy and make things happen? It's because, Libra, with the Justice card here, it's time to bring some things into balance. It's time to look at the very harsh truths of it. And the harsh truth is that you've been through some shit. And for some of you, we know that, you may have orchestrated some things. You may have been a part of some things that backfired in a sense of they didn't serve you or serve you well. Maybe some bad decisions that you have made, which is natural. We all make mistakes, but now it's time to realize those mistakes, use them as lessons, and know that it's time to get up. It's time to get up, it's time to get moving, and it's time to really put this work in to really set forth a new beginning here. So this is bringing things into balance, looking at the harsh truths, which is difficult to do. But anytime you're doing some soul work and some self-actualization, you have to look at what role did I play? How can I fix this? And this is what I'm seeing here. Justice will be served and needs to be served in this situation in order for you to move forward. This is also speaking about the things and the people that came up against you. Those situations were very, very harsh. Those things will receive karma, and those things will serve you in a way that, yes, they came up against you, but they will make you better and stronger here in your near future. So this is absolutely amazing, and I'm really excited because when we did the reading last month, we saw some of this already, but I'm seeing that there is movement. And for some of you, I'm hearing you're feeling like it's not moving fast along in the manner that you would like, and you need it now because you've waited so long. But just know that justice is coming. What needs to happen is there needs to be a transformation. We already know this. We know that some things need to die in order for new things to be rebirthed. Old behaviors, old mindsets, old relationships, possibly even old jobs. But some things need to be transformed. Most importantly, what needs to be transformed with the fountain card presenting itself is you. You need to die to oneself. I don't know if you've ever heard the poem, but there is a poem talking about dying to oneself. And in order for you to really embrace what is for you, you have to let go of old beliefs, old behaviors, old mindsets of needing to hold back. That has to die. You have to be reborn, Libra, in order to embrace this new beginning. So letting go of all the past and the hurts and the negative, learning from them, but you really need to start stepping into your purpose. You have a very uniqueness about you as a Libra anyway, very analytical, and you're very misunderstood. But it's something that is going to serve the world for a better place, okay? There are things, because you do look at things differently and because you are very unique, there are some things that you bring to the table that the world needs to hear, read, or experience. And your purpose is really pulling at your heartstring right now. It needs to be birthed. And you need to get out of your own way. You need to die internally, okay? So that this purpose in life, this what you contribute to this world and to others needs to be born. And that is what needs to happen. What I am seeing is that there are some outside influences, and we talked about this before. The outside influences are very heavy burdens. These heavy burdens are family members, relationships, jobs, not having enough income. These burdens are still working against you. There's so many of them, and they're so heavy in weight that there's no way that this can just alleviate in a month, not even in 2 months. So I see that these burdens are still there. And I do hear that there is a lot of internal burdens as well. A lot of you are feeling obligated to certain individuals. A lot of you are feeling like you have to be looked at in a certain way in order to be able to exist in this world. A lot of you have been in darkness for so long, and some people around you know it, so you're holding up this facade as if you're not feeling that anymore. That's burdensome, okay? Because it's not you being able to be true to what you're feeling and what you're going through, but because you've been in this darkness for so long, a lot of individuals, just snap out of it, just get out of it, and you're trying, and you don't want to bring anybody else down, so you put on this mask, you put on this facade as if nothing is going wrong, as if you're not feeling this way, and that is causing you a burden as well. Again, we're talking about balance. There are some decisions that need to be made. Who is for you, who is not? What weight can I carry? Because we're all going to have responsibilities. We're all going to have a little bit of burden in our life. But we have to evaluate what is important to keep, what is not so important, what is bringing you down, what burdens are bringing darkness instead of lightness, and you're going to need to make decisions. You're going to need to get things into balance here. So we're seeing balance here twice. Here with the Justice card, and here with the Two of Coins. Now for some of you, you could be juggling between two people. Maybe there's two love interests that you're trying to decide between, and that's causing a burden. And for some of you, you're deciding, do I even want to be in a relationship? Do I have too much going on? Can I balance a relationship, family, work? There is some burden here when it comes to income. There isn't enough. Trying to balance the coins and pay certain bills. For some of you, take care of children, take care of family. Some of you don't have a lot of money and are trying to take care of other people that aren't in your household, but you care about. They're friends, they're family members, you love them. And it's trying to balance the coin. So I do see a lot of burden when it comes to emotional, but definitely financial here. Okay. Now, I wanted to get some more clarification for the Ten of Wands and the Two of Coins. And ironically enough, the Ten of Wands came out again to clarify the Ten of Wands. So we're talking about two different decks here saying the same thing. Heavy, heavy burden. Okay, Libra. So not only are you feeling heavy burdened, the Two of Coins, we're like, okay, so what are we talking about here? We know that it could be money. We know it could be relationships. Again, this comes out letting me know with the Page of Pentacles. Again, yeah, this is money, okay? Not just money, but this is that new beginning here, that trying to get your hands dirty to, step out into the world and make things happen. the Page of Coins here. With this being curious, trying to go out into the world, make things happen, we see the Page of Pentacles again in a different deck. All right, so here are our repeat cards. So just to give you the storyline here, so it's like, okay, I need to go into hermit mode. I need to think about what I need to do because I'm sick and tired of waking up, these restless nights, these nightmares. So you find this fire inside of you to start this new beginning. You know, your soul is really speaking to you, and you feel like you can start anew. You're ready to turn things around. You're willing and able to bring something out of yourself, bring something to the table, and you're curious about what can come back to you. What are your possibilities? You're searching through for the truth of it all. What are my possibilities? What is true for me? And in that search, you're realizing that there's a lot of burdens. There's a lot of things that are not in balance. There's not enough. There's not enough money. There's not enough time. And so with the Page of Pentacles right next to the Ten of Wands, you're feeling very burdened by starting this new beginning because you're feeling like you don't have enough money, you don't have enough time, and, you know, this could be that you're between not having enough time, not having enough money, and really trying to put some things in action. So that's where we're in limbo in between. For some of you that are caught up in a situation where there's two individuals that you are considering as love interests, there might be a burden because there is someone here that is offering you something here that has to do with good news, letting you know that they care about you, they, you know, want to move forward with you, and that right there is causing a burden. But I do see that someone that is offering you this, you know, let me help you, let's move forward into something, I can alleviate some of the stress for you. You do see that this person could be someone that can help you put into some action of letting go of some of these burdens that you have. Because with the Three of Wands, when we're talking about action and adventure, you are also seeing that we went from 10 wands down to 3. So there could be an individual that is coming to you saying, you know, I can help you with that. And there are two people at play, but there is that one person that really you feel can bring things down a bit. They're less burdensome. They can help you with this. So you're trying to decide between the two individuals. So just take that how it resonates. If it's just simply you're feeling like you're overwhelmed and you don't have enough time, don't have enough money, there's also a signal here that you do need to make some time for friends, family members, and if there is someone that you're interested in, when we're talking about romantically, you do need to make some time for that, because it can't be just all focused on, you know, money, work, and all these burdens. You need to give some time to friends and family members, and that will help lighten the load. But there are some people out there that are feeling left out, and you know, you're trying to work and you're trying to make things happen. So I do get the sense that for some of you, you're doing so much, you have a lot on your plate, you're trying to get things lighter in load, but you do need to balance that between your friends and your family, the people that are important to you, that haven't seen you for a while, haven't heard from you in a while. And really sit down with them and politic and let them know, hey, this is what's been going on, but you are important enough to make you a priority today, to sit down and enjoy some space with you. And I think that will alleviate some burden, because I do see here and hear that there are a lot of people that are adding some additional stress to you, because it's like, where are you? I want to see you. I want to spend time with you. And you are trying to work. You're trying to get things in order. And there's causing some confliction because you're trying to do that. And people are saying, you're not making me a priority. Okay? But all in all, Libra, there are some choices you need to make. You need to get some things into balance here, and you need to lighten that load. And we already know that here. Now, what I'm seeing also as your influence here. How are you influencing this situation? When I see the King of Swords here, it's right alongside the Moon card. The King of Swords is someone that has a lot of wisdom, a lot of integrity, okay? But this also talks about someone that speaks hard truths. So right next to the Justice card, when we're talking about harsh truths, and then we're talking about the King of Swords that speaks harsh truths, knows a lot, has a lot of wisdom, has a lot of integrity, I do see you being this person. I do see you having a lot of wisdom, trying to have a lot of integrity. That's why you want things to be justified. That's why you want to bring things into balance. That's why you're having a lot of sleepless nights, because some of these situations you don't feel like you're moving in a way of integrity, or you don't feel like your wisdom is being appreciated, or maybe you feel like you're not using your wisdom to manifest. But most importantly, this harsh truth that is within you and that is coming towards you. When we look at it next to the Moon card, the truth is, Libra, is that you're not really expressing what you're going through. You're not really expressing certain things to people. We talked about that mask, okay? You're not really letting people know how you really feel. And that's because you've had these dark moments. We talked about this. You don't want to put burdens on other people. You don't want people to know that you're still in this dark space. You don't want people to feel like you're weak, okay? But you are very hopeful. With the Star card clarifying the King of Swords, you know, the wisdom is that you know that you have to have hope. And you do have hope that things are going to work out, okay? And for some of you, there needs to be a truth that you speak to an Aquarius. There's something that you need to say to someone. There's something that you need to know. You have hope for something to happen. You feel like these things definitely can happen and should happen for you. You have enough wisdom to know that you can get out of this, and you are super hopeful. But with the Moon card here, there are some hidden things. There's some hidden verbiage. There's some hidden feelings that you have that you're not expressing. And with the King of Cups clarifying that, the King of Cups is someone that does have some love that they want to offer, but they're not so quick to express it. So I feel like, and again, you're showing up because the King of Cups could be Libra and or Scorpio. So maybe for some of you, there is some truth that you need to express to an Aquarius, a fellow Libra, or a Scorpio. You know, I see here that for some of you, you're feeling hopeful that there can be a love connection, that there can be a romantic venture here. There can be a relationship eventually with an Aquarius, another Libra, or a Scorpio, but you're not saying that. Or you need to be truthful with some people in your life and let them know, hey, this is what's going on, this is what I'm working on. Because I feel like there is some things that you guys are working on internally and externally that people don't know about. So you are looking like you're being wishy-washy because you're not spending time, you're not connecting, you're not calling. but you need to express what you're actually working on, what you're doing, and how you're feeling. And this is causing some more burdens here for you, Libra, because you're not expressing. And it's causing you to look very wish-washy, or as if you don't want to be bothered, or you want to be disconnected. And for some of you that's in a relationship or pursuing a relationship, it's looking like you are spending time elsewhere. Now, for some of you that are in between two people, you may not be giving to one person more than you are the other person, because you are working, but you are juggling the two. Or you could be spending more time with one individual versus another, and maybe they don't know about each other, or maybe one person doesn't know that you are seeking someone else. But the bottom line is that you need to express how you're feeling, what you're working on, what's going on with you, because it's coming off like you're being sneaky, secretive, cold, and it's causing some arguments or the side eye. There are some people that are looking at you sideways, Libra. Okay. So the outcome I see here, and I hated to see this again, but the Nine of Swords. Again, another repeat card. This is worry. This is anxiety, sleepless nights, nightmares. But the good thing is that it's right next to the Strength card. So you are going to regain some strength over these sleepless nights, these anxieties, this worry. Like I said here, a lot of repeat cards. We see that the whole reason why you had to go into hermit mode to begin with was because you were having these sleepless nights, worry, anxiety, and see it here again in another deck. So a lot of repeat cards. What you need to do here, Libra, is really understand that you are the key to getting things balanced. Okay, so no longer waiting on external things to relieve themselves. You have to express. You have to be upfront. You have to start taking out the things that no longer serve you. But you do have to have some gentle power, because the King of Cups here talks about that. You still have to show a little bit of compassion when you're cutting these things out for the people that do love you and the people that you do kind of have to hang back from. You do need to express while you're doing this and do it very compassionately. And you are a compassionate person, and you are loving, and you are caring. But the bottom line here is across the board, there is some truth, there is some expression that needs to take place here. And that will be the key to you relieving yourself from some of this anxiety. Some of you have not made the decisions. Some of you have not severed some of these ties and relationships. And that is what I'm seeing is the very first step to moving forward, which I know can be very difficult, but these conversations need to be had, okay? Decisions, who am I keeping? Where am I staying? What am I pursuing? And make a shopping list. I know it sounds bad to say it this way, but certain things and certain people gotta go. And that is what is going to bring down the swords from 10 into 3, possibly, into 1. And this is you being passionate about your life, new beginnings. We need to get to this 1 because we have 10 on our plate. So let's get down to the 1. Okay? So let's see what my Wisdom of the Oracle deck, what advice do you have, Spirit, for Libra? This is just the beginning, okay? So just know this is not to be discouraged. This is a guiding point of what needs to happen. So make a list, check it twice, and what serves you, keep. What does not, let go. Okay? Let go, Libra. Let go. And if there are some things that you can't leave immediately, let's say jobs, you need to know that you can't be there anymore and you need to take steps to move towards something else. But you still have to make that list, still have a goal sheet of where you want to go, who you want to come with you, and who stays behind and what you're leaving behind. Okay? This is the beginning of your journey. And you will have the strength to overcome these sleepless nights. And this will alleviate this stress. Okay, 2 cards came out. Let's see what we got here. Wow, 3 cards came out. All right, we got Loyal Heart. We got the Happy card. And we got TikTok. Wow, I'm so excited. I kind of have a hint of where this is going, but let's just go ahead and read what it says here, okay? All right. Loyal Heart. This talks about fidelity, loyalty, and devotion. It says evidence of loyalty will appear in your life. Others will prove they are faithful to you, and you will in turn commit fully to them. There is a sure abiding certainty in your heart. Know that Spirit is always loyal to you, no matter the outer circumstances in your life. Trust and have faith, for you are eternally loved, always divinely protected, and divinely directed. Absolutely. Loyal Heart. And, you know, again, like I was saying, I feel like a lot of you do have that integrity. You know, I don't think that you are purposely doing things or causing things to be a burden. I think that a lot of you are loyal. You want to be there for people, and sometimes you get tangled up in being there for too many people, and you lose yourself, you know, because you do have that loyal heart. But the thing of it is it's time to get that into balance and to keep the people around you that are loyal to you. I mean, we look at this here. There's 2 people, okay? I mean, they're 2 owls, but you get the picture. It's 2 people, a give and take, okay? Being loyal to each other. All right, so let's see what this Happy card has to say. All right. This meaning of this card talks about joy and contentment, a sense of fulfillment, and a feeling that all is well. Your desires are effortlessly fulfilled now. Find joy in the present moment, whatever is happening, and be satisfied with things as they are. You're free from the shackles of longing and able to experience the liberation that comes from exactly being happy moment to moment, for you have chosen happiness over yearning for it. Now is the time for feeling joy for the sake of joy and experiencing contentment. None of this is because of something outside of yourself. Your happiness is a result of your being at one with Spirit's plan for your life. All is well. The tide is in for now. Enjoy playfully splashing in it. Absolutely, okay? You know, we've talked about finding that joy, finding that contentment last month, all right? And you do want to feel fulfillment. You want to feel like there is some joy. But when you have this energy here, you can't feel it. You can't see it. So the Spirit is prompting you to alleviate some things so that you can bring in this happiness and you can feel and see the joy. Now let's see what TikTok has to say, okay? All right, here we go. So the TikTok card talks about timelessness, divine timing. It says, when humans created time, everything changed and contracted. People have come to look at life in a linear way. imagining that the past is behind them and the future ahead of them. But what if that isn't true at all? Wonder if everything, creativity, beauty, chaos, and order, were happening now in a glorious timelessness. You have all the time in the world to co-create the life you desire. So release your agenda. Let go of your need to shape each moment to your expectations, knowing that what is yours will never be withheld from you. Miracles are here right now and always show up when you need them, right on time. Absolutely. So with that message, okay, like I always say in the beginning, that time is fluid. You know, like this card says, humans created time. So just know that all of the things that are happening for a reason, and the good things are going to come. But sometimes there is joy and chaos all at once. You just have to figure out where you're going to shed this light and what you're going to see at this moment. We can look at all this chaos and say there's nothing here but chaos. But in the scheme of things, there are people that love you. There are people that want to be around you. And although sometimes that seems like a burden because it's like, oh, I got so much to do, you need to be focused on the fact that there are people that love you and want to be around you. You know, there are some things here that you don't have, all right? But there are things that you do have, and there are things that you will have. So just really learning how to take the moment and say, you know what, this is what's happening, but there are levels to this, like I said in the beginning. Right now, you're not in the smooth clearing, okay? But enjoy the moment as much as you can. Relieve yourself from these burdens slowly, bit by bit. And just know that at the end of the day, every little step that you do take, each moment by moment, is building something for the future. Okay, Libra? I know what you guys are going through. I know it's been a long time coming. But each moment that you take to spend with yourself and think about something and how to move past something, even just the thought of that is moving your mind forward. Every time you do chop away at something that no longer serves you, that's one less wand that you're putting aside. That's one less burden that no longer exists for you. Okay? So just take the steps, go through the process, and know, yes, it is coming. No, it's not here today, and no, it's not perfect today. But each step that you make moment to moment is going to have you in a space of happiness eventually. Just taking the time to do it is all. And express what you want. Express what you need. If there is somebody out there that you need to have a hard, discussion with, have it. Don't sit in it and be burdened by what to say, how they're going to react. If there's someone that you have feelings for and you are afraid to express it because you're afraid of rejection, that's the 50-50 chance that you're going to have to take. Because if you never say anything, they're going to leave anyway. If you say something and they love you and they want to stay, they're going to stay. If they leave based on what you've said, they weren't there for you anyway. What's for you is for you. So release this fear, move forward, take the time to express, take the time to think, take the time to move, and just know when to do each one of those. I am encouraged by this. Like I said, I am a Libra moon, and so I am also affected by this. So I get it. And we're getting there. So just stay encouraged, stay motivated, stay inspired, and definitely continue to move in the right direction, Libra, okay? And I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm almost foresight seeing that the next time we read, you will have dropped a one or two, maybe even more. So I hope that is the case for you. I hope that this did resonate for you, and I hope that you are staying encouraged. So like, share, comment, subscribe. If you need some more insight, I'm definitely here for you. You can book a personal reading, or if you just want to email me and give me some insight of, how this resonated for you. Some of you don't feel comfortable in dropping a comment down below, but you need to release this to somebody. I'm that person, okay? So again, Libra, I love you guys so very much. I hope to see you guys on the other side. Until then, I'm sending all my love and light to you. Okay, Libra?